since the sexual energy inherit 25%, one quarter of the force, no, 1/3 of the force, okay?
Okay.
And now, we know that that power in order just to have baby. So in the olden time, when the emperor asked emperor asked the Tao master, say, how many times I can ejaculation? And the Tao master figured out 5,000 times or 6,000 times.
Total.
That's
it. And that's true for any man.
Yes.
5,000 or 6,000 in their
Yeah.
life. Okay.
So now the Google have that. They said 7,000.
Okay.
6 to 7,000. So it's very close.
Okay. Okay.
So, but now we don't need that much many baby. Okay. So in the olden time, the king, sometimes they want so many concubines. 1,000, 2,000, 2,000. They hope that when they ejaculation and get that jackpot, they get a baby. So they can have 1,000 baby or like that. But now when we have 1 or 2 or 3 children, we have still many sperm on egg level. So that's why the monk, the nun, the holy man, they discovered this secret. Sexual energy, if you meditate or transform them, they have a lot of energy stored there. You can transform them back. So that is transformation.
Okay.
And it took me a long time to understand how a simple transformation happened. And now it's simple, E equal mc squared. And the simple part is the sun shining on the water. When sun shining on the ice, liquid state is changed to water and it changed to liquid. And the liquid state, when the sun shining on the water, it changed into gas, energy, chi. Okay?
Yes.
So now sexual energy is regarded like liquid, because the sperm, the egg, the menstruation, all these things like liquid. So if you have, so he said the left eye is the sun, the right eye is the moon, and the mid eye, the heavenly eye we call the star. When you combine them together, it's the sun shining on the water. And now it's so simple. Sometimes, you just simple smiling to the sexual organ, and you just relax. Just smiling, and you feel these 2 eye and the third eye combined. Now you have the power. Okay? Wow. And now you change them, because it's just like the thing simple, sun shining on the water. It changed into steam, chi. And now it transforms from one energy to another energy.
Okay.
Otherwise, if we don't do that, it just turns to sperm, and now it's waiting to get out. And that's why all the great master, or the monk and the nun and the priest, they discover that if we sit, meditate. I like the Tao because it's very precise. But when a lot of great monk, great master, they sit until one time the energy started to transform. So the only transform part that you have is the sexual energy, because it takes 1/3 of our life force. And every man have a lot of energy stored there. After you don't want baby, you can transform them.
Right, but most men in the West, for example, or who don't understand the Tao, they think that we just got to get the sperm out.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes.
Let me get it out today, tomorrow, the next day, and then that's what, I mean, I was a little boy in America, and we got the porno magazines and we tried to get it out. But that's a waste of the whole concept of sexual energy.
Yes.
Because it can be used for so much more.
The brain. The power, the willpower. Everything. Okay. So that's why we know that when you're in a sport, the first thing, if you want to outperform other people, you have to know sex. Right. And you train. Now, by training hard, it transforms the sexual energy by itself.
Right. So you refrain from sex if you're in sports.
Right.
And you take that sexual energy and start putting it into your body.
By training hard, you put it back to your system and to the brain.
Right.